In this video, I'm going to be going over a new enhancement made to the 10.5 version of the connector for the ability to create a CAD structure from an ARIS bill of material. So this is creating a CAD model from a bill of material. So in ARIS, I can start building out a bill of material hierarchy and drive that to my CAD tool to create CAD files and CAD structure. So the root part should not have a CAD file associated with it when doing this feature, and the part quantity will be ignored. So if I'm building out my bill of material in ARIS and I specify a quantity of 2 or 3 for a part, only one of those parts will be put into the CAD structure. The CAD part will use the default or active configuration when building the CAD model from the bill of material parts. So now I'll go to SolidWorks to show a demonstration. For the BOM to CAD feature, I'll begin in ARIS and I'll go to my table of contents and search on some parts. So I do have parts that already exist that have been registered and stored through the connector, but what I want to do is start building out 2 assemblies and then push that to CAD to create those CAD files and that CAD structure. So I'm just creating the part items in this case and building out the BOM hierarchy. So using these parts, I'm going to create a new part. It's going to be server assigned, and I have it up and loaded here. So this is going to be a motor assembly. I'll give this the type of assembly, and then I could fill out some other properties if I want. But first, I'm going to start building out this BOM hierarchy. So I'm going to search on some components that I want in here, and I want to use the DR part number. So I'll select on the bearing, these wires, and hit OK. So I have a server assigned number. I built out this bill of material, and I'll hit done here. So I'm using this number here for this assembly. And what I want to do is actually create one more assembly. This will be the upper level assembly, and this is going to be the Dremel assembly. The type of assembly, and then starting out this bill of material. So I want to use for this these DR numbers, and I'll go to, let's see, we'll start with the case and go to the tool holder for this bill of material. But I also want to add that 278 subassembly that I created. So I'll go to add parts. I'll search for that part number 278 and hit OK here. So I've built out this bill of material. I'm going to hit done here. And so I now have this. I have my BOM structure. This all looks good. I have that subassembly here. I can go to the BOM structure if I want to have this at an indented level. So down here at the bottom, so I can see that. So what I don't have CAD files or CAD documents for those 2 assemblies I just created. I just built the CAD structure, the bill of material structure, and what I want to do is have CAD do that for me. So I have this new option at the top here. If I go to more on this top level assembly, and it's called Essig PLM BOM to CAD. So when I select that, I'll get this this error letting me know that, hey, this, I'm not logged in or the CAD application isn't running. So if you don't have either of those, you'll get this error message. So now I'll go to SolidWorks. I'll go to the Tools, PLM, and Settings. And I'll get logged in, and I'll log in as the administrator here. And so once I'm logged in, I'm in the correct project. I'll go ahead and close, and then go back to ARIS, and now select on the Essig PLM BOM to CAD. So it's going to take me over to SolidWorks. You can see it's going to start building out that CAD structure and those 2 new CAD assemblies from that bill of material in ARIS. So we'll have this get created. I'll let this finish up, and then it will let me know that that was successful. So over in the left-hand side, you can see that model tree populated. So looks like that looks good. If you notice, these are kind of out in space right now, this subassembly and this new assembly that I have. So as a CAD designer, I could come in here and start constraining these items and kind of clean this up a bit. So one thing to note is I don't have the CAD document or these files registered to those part numbers yet. So that's the next step that I have to do. So I'll go to register, select OK here. So we'll have some of those items come up in blue since they're already registered and stored. But now I have to search and assign those part numbers to these CAD files. So we'll start with that 279. And we'll go 279. top level assembly, and then I'll select on that sub-assembly, and 278, and assign that part. So we'll close out of there. So all looks good. So you'll see that I have that CAD document for both these items, and now I'm linking the CAD file to that part number that already exists. So I'll select register here, and that'll go through and process. Now I can store those two new CAD files. So I'll go ahead and OK there. So you can see they're being checked in, and I'll go ahead and hit store. So I can also be prompted for the store BOM to automatically come up. I'll go ahead and ignore that for now. I want to just go back to Eris and show that bill of material now. So I'll go back to Eris. I'll refresh this. So now I have my CAD document. If I open up that top level CAD document, I can see that CAD structure, and I can go in and start messing around with this. Maybe I want to add some more non-modeled components to this assembly. I can now create that from Eris and build that out from the CAD tool. If you'd like to learn more about the enhancements made in the 10.5 version of the connector, you can find the documentation located in this directory shown on the screen. Thank you for watching.